quick video, 10 woodworking tips. Let's get straight into it. Number 1, when you're drilling into the edge of wood, pilot's always a good idea, but if you can't or you're not going to, don't drill in the edge. You want to be 4 or 5 centimeters away at least, 1.5 to 2 inches. If I was to try it here, split straight away. Depending on what you have, that could go all the way and be visible. Same drill, same wood, same screw. If I now try to go about 2 inches away, that's a lot better. Even with the impact, still haven't flipped. Right, number 2, drilling into an angled surface. Again, whether you're going to pilot or just put a screw straight in, you won't probably be going that way because that'll be a mighty long screw. You probably want to go down. But if you try to start like this, it is quite sketchy. So all you have to do, go straight into it as you would. Gently pull it up to where you need it. Perfect. Number 3, this one's especially important for newbies, is remembering that when you're measuring or you're cutting, you have to account for the blade. So the thickness of the blade is called kerf. Reasons why this is important is because when you come down or you cut using any saw, you will lose the thickness of the blade. I'll try to give you a little visualizer. So if I put a mark here, we can see that line now. Let's say, for example, this was 10 centimeters. This is 2 mil. If I go on this side of the line, I will get my 10 centimeters. If you went on the opposite side of the line, you now actually have 9.8. And if you're making something accurate, that will throw you off. If you're making a box, it will not be square. And that applies to both of these. This, I believe, is 3 mil. Number 4, subscribe to Made by Manj. Number 5, if you're not good at measuring yet, you're starting off and you don't know how to fit pieces onto full-size boards, I recommend free cut list optimizers, they're called. So as you can see here, I'm using opticutter.com, free cut list optimizer. Here, kerf blade thickness, so we did speak about this. I'll put in 2. I'm working in millimeters here. Stock panel, if I had a full sheet of wood, 1.2 by 2.4 meters or 8 by 4 foot, I'll put in 2,440, 1220. Let's say I had 1 blade. Now once you've kind of planned what you want, you can add in your panels here. Length, width, quantity, and then you can even label them, which does help. So we can start filling in some of these. Boom, last one. After that, just press calculate, and there you go. It's telling you the best way to get the maximum out of your board. You can use this as a guide. If you won't be able to fit all these pieces, it will tell you. Number 6, subscribe to Made by Manj. Only joking. This one is a tape measure trick. So let's imagine you've got a piece that's an odd size or it's really big and you're struggling to measure. If you can see, this one is 17.5. If you wanted to find the center, you're not too good with the maths, so you're still learning. What you could do, keep moving until it goes to a number that's even. So right there, I'm on 18. Half of 18 is easier, is 9. So here I have 8.7 there, and I've got 8.7 there. Trust me, I'm not lying. That's an easier way to find centers, especially if you're working in inches, because I don't have a clue, to be honest. Number 7, lining up mitered corners, especially for boxes and stuff. All you need is a bit of masking tape. To give you an example, I'd have them there at the back. Don't worry about the odd sizes, I just cut them out of scraps quickly. Get your tape. Put that in position. because trying to do it any other way, even if it's clamps, would be very difficult. So let's say that is now lined up where we want it to be. You could put glue in there. I should have left a bit more tape. As you see, just like that, lines them up, tape in place. If I'd left that one longer, it would have gone like that, just like that. After this point, you can then maybe screw, or you can use clamps to hold it in place, but a very handy trick to know. Number 8, don't do half the you find on TikTok. I'm talking about heating up screws to stop the squeak, plugging oversized hole with cable ties and matchsticks, making makeshift tools out of jigsaw blades and this and that. Any of that donkey horse wizard you see on there, just don't do it. Number 9, holding 2 bits of wood together. This might be a temporary fix. You might need to drill holes in the same position. Whatever you want to do. Best thing to do, masking tape, CA glue, super glue, whatever you got. So I'll show you that. So we want to hold these 2 pieces together, let's say, and this is perfect example because of the mitered ends. How would we do that? Simple. Again, just a bit of tape. There. Now if you have bigger pieces, you can have all the edges, 2 lines. CA glue, mitre glue, whatever you have, and literally just a dot there, a dot there. Not much, as you can see. Line them up, let's say for example I wanted them. You've got a few seconds. Squeeze that. Most glues like this are normally 5 to 10 seconds of curing time. Give them a little squeeze. That will show you how strong it is in a second. But now you could carry on doing your marking. You could do some drilling. You might want to put some sort of design on the edge. And that is not moving or coming up. And then give it a good enough pull. There you go. Peel the tape off. You've done what you needed to do without damaging your finished pieces. Number 10. It should have been number 1, but you wouldn't have listened. You've been told many times, but just trust me guys, wear your damn goggles. Especially when using a table saw, circular saw, router, anything like that. You will one day have a close call, and I hope it doesn't end bad. More along the lines of safety. When using a circular saw, try to keep it straight. Try not to have any twists and turns like that. Kickback is horrible and it will break your wrist. And the most lethal thing in my workshop, in my opinion, is this. Honestly guys, I cannot stress to you how dangerous these things are. Follow the instructions, use your guides, don't do anything you shouldn't be doing. Again, when you're cutting and you've gone through, try not to pull back, because that can shoot your workpiece at you and it will be very fast. Try not to freehand, because as soon as you tilt the piece like that, it can bite against the blade. Again, it will jam, shoot the piece at you. Goggles, again, because of the sawdust, use the dust distractor if you have. I'm not perfect, I have done things that I shouldn't, but I'm trying to share the right advice with you. Use these push sticks, they normally come with a saw. If they don't come with the saw, you can normally just make your own. And then use the appropriate guides and rails for the work you're doing. Number 11, there is no number 11, just like this video, save it for later. When you get around to a project, quickly watch it back, try and remember a few of these tips. If you have any other good tips, share them down in the comments, and then I'll see you in the next video, which is I don't know when and I don't know what, so just subscribe.